not negotiating behind closed doors, but bringing all parties together and broadcasting those negotiations on C-SPAN so that the American people can see what the choices are. Because part of what we have to do is enlist the American people in this process.
I would put my plan forward and I would welcome input and say, here are my goals: reduce costs, increased quality, coverage for everybody. If you have better ideas, please present them. But these negotiations will be on C-SPAN. And so the public will be part of the conversation and will see the choices that are being made.
You know, I respect what the Clintons tried to do in 1993 in moving health reform forward. But they made one really big mistake, and that is they took all their people and all their experts into a room and then they closed the door. We will work on this process publicly. It'll be on C-SPAN. It will be streaming over the net.
We'll have the negotiations televised on C-SPAN so that people can see who is making arguments on behalf of their constituents and who are making arguments on behalf of the drug companies or the insurance companies.
But here's the thing. We're going to do all these negotiations on C-SPAN. So the American people will be able to watch these negotiations.
Drug and insurance companies will have a seat at the table. They just won't be able to buy every single chair. And we will have a public process for forming this plan. It'll be televised on C-SPAN. I can't guarantee it'll be exciting, so not everybody is going to be watching it. But it will be transparent and accountable to the American people.
To the drug and the insurance companies, who are still going to have a lot of power in Washington, and they're still going to try to block reforms from taking place. So that's why I've said, for example, that I want the negotiations to be taking place on C-SPAN.
So I'll put forward my plan, but what I'll say is, look, if you've got better ideas, I'm happy to listen to them. But all this will be done on C-SPAN, in front of the public.
And one of my jobs as the president will be to guide this process so that it's an honest process.
I'll make our government open and transparent so that anyone can ensure that our business is the people's business. Justice Louis Brandeis once said, "Sunlight is the greatest disinfectant." And as president, I'm going to make it impossible for congressmen or lobbyists to slip pork barrel projects or corporate welfare into laws when no one's looking, because when I'm president, meetings where laws are written will be more open to the public, no more secrecy. That's a commitment I make to you as president. No more secrecy. And when there's a bill that ends up on my desk as president, you, the public, will have 5 days to look online and find out what's in it before I sign it, so that you know what your government's doing. When there are meetings between lobbyists and a government agency, we'll put as many of those meetings as possible online for every American to watch. When there's a tax bill being debated in Congress, you will know the names of the corporations that would benefit and how much money they would get. And we will put every corporate tax break and every pork barrel project online for every American to see. You will know who asked for them, and you can decide whether your representative is actually representing you.
We interrupt Senator McCain's address at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner, Louisiana for this breaking news. Senator Barack Obama is, as of this hour, the presumptive Democratic nominee for President of the United States. As the polls close in South Dakota, NBC News projecting Obama has cleared the plateau, the 2,118 delegates needed to clinch. This, as NBC News is characterizing South Dakota as too early to call, but with Senator Clinton leading in the exit polling. Yet between the 4.5 superdelegates declaring for Senator Obama at this hour and the minimum of 6 elected delegates he will get from South Dakota, the news again at this hour. Barack Obama is the presumptive Democratic nominee for President of the United States.
It is now 11 o'clock in the East. It is 8 o'clock in the West. The polls are closed in those states. ABC News is now ready to project that Barack Obama will carry the state of California, carry other states in the West. Barack Obama will be the 44th president of the United States. Barack Obama has been elected president.
Reach the